Greetings everyone. I come to you all today to make one last definitive announcement before diving completely headfirst into a long, silent period. Earlier this year, I announced that I would be completely remaking Too Much Water from scratch. Unfortunately, other life events took priority, and I didn't get very much done. Due to these unexpected events, I don't have very much content of my own to show. And the stuff that I do have, I'd like to keep under wraps for now. For almost half a decade, I have had the pleasure of working with some incredibly talented creators. From voice actors like Stamper, artists like Null Dot, musicians like Biuuuwulf, and even other game developers like Sarkozi. There is an amazing amount of talent behind Too Much Water and RKR. And if it wasn't for creators like these people, I wouldn't be where I am right now, standing in a closet reading a paper that's directly below my camera. I'd like to use this video to not only feature my work, but also give other creators the opportunity to step up and share. Starting with where it all began, Sarkozi. Isn't that exciting? It's gonna come out in the next 30 years, I promise. Anyways, I'd now like to transition into an interview that I did with Biuuuwulf, the composer for RKR. Well, thank you for joining me. First of all, thank you. I suppose I should introduce you. You are Biuuuwulf, the composer behind RKR and many other things. Just this year, you released an album titled Weird Bleep Bloop Music. Is there anything that you'd like to introduce yourself as or with?
Not much. One thing I wanted to say is I pronounce it Biuuuwulf with the E sound.
I see. Biuuuwulf.
I don't think it's that important. I don't.
Well,
I hadn't really, when I picked it out, I hadn't really considered how it would be said out loud, but whatever.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, first question I suppose I should ask is, what is your favorite type of cheese?
Well, I'm a big hamburger guy, so I like good American with as much grease and salt as possible.
Awesome.
That's my kind of thing.
Awesome. How did you come up with a name like Biuuuwulf? Spelt with 4 U's, of course.
So I was reading Wikipedia, the page on Beowulf, like the character.
Right.
And then one part of it said that when I was talking about the name and where it maybe comes from, that it mentioned that there was a Liber Vitae, which is like an old school birth certificate record thing, that apparently there was a guy in Northumbria in 1031, a monk named Biuuuwulf. So I picked that.
How long have you been doing music production?
Well, when I was in, I think, 6th grade, I was watching a YouTube video by Lixian TV, and it was a Q&A, and somebody asked him what he used to make music, and he said, "Oh, I use Fruity Loops Studio."
I use Fruity Loop Studios.
And I was like, it hadn't even occurred to me. You remember I was 11 years old. It hadn't even occurred to me that there was software that you can make music on, and I thought, that sounds kind of cool. And then I downloaded the demo and started playing around with it, and I've continued to play around with it for almost a decade since then.
The full interview will be available at a later date. I just had to cut it down for the sake of this video. Yellow, yellow.
Hi everyone, it's Samantha Teapot here, and I'm the voice of Oceane. And I just wanted to say I hope you all have had a very lovely 2023. I have been very busy streaming on my Twitch channel. I'm Samantha Teapot on there if you would like to check me out. And I've also been working very hard at my day job where I work as a background screening analyst. It's a very fun job where I get to snoop on people's backgrounds, so very fun. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And here is to a great 2024. Bye guys.
And now a special announcement from someone I haven't spoken to since 2021. Introducing the voice actor of Travis, TJ.
Hey, what's going on? It's TJ, or No One Knows 88, or some of you may know me as the voice actor for Travis in Too Much Water. To speak a bit about Too Much Water, it was really fun to voice act on. Working with Philip was great. They were very descriptive of what they wanted with the lines, as well as how to portray the emotion for those certain lines and how they're speaking with other characters that are around. So that was really great experience working on this game. I also played a bit of it, and it was fun. Very interactive, and hearing everybody else's voices was great, although it was a bit odd hearing my own voice in the game, but I did enjoy it. But to speak on something that I have been working on, I'm working on starting a D&D campaign that will be streamed on my Twitch, and it will also have some recordings set up on my YouTube, and potentially a podcast type thing set up as well for Spotify, if that's what other people would prefer to listen. But about the campaign, it takes place in the homebrew world that I created, the Oceane galaxy. It has a singular sun known as the core and 8 planets: Oriella, Calum, Alicia, Helios 7, Nyx Prime, Nova Prime, Cyrano 4, and Vidantia. And in these vibrant realms of the Oceane galaxy, this is where the energies of the astral flux weave through the cosmic tapestry as an event known as the celestial convergence that occurs once in a millennium happens. During this extraordinary alignment of astral forces, 5 chosen individuals from each planet are bestowed with the cosmic calling. And for this campaign, that will be determined by the party's final decision on if they want to run an evil game or a good game. So do definitely come check that out. Again, it's going to be on all my socials. No One Knows 88. It's going to be a campaign with 3 of my friends and 2 new people, and I hope all of you can enjoy it, and I hope every last one of you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Last but certainly not least is ProVoiceActor1. We've both been there for each other since the dawn of our existence. Not really, but he was the first voice actor I hired, and my role was the first role he was ever accepted into. And he's been there ever since, and I could not imagine Too Much Water without him voicing the Raider and the Miner. Here's his little showcase and announcement of all of the things that he's done over the last year that he'd like to show you as well. Take it away, bro.
Alright. Hey everyone, good to see you. So I will make this brief, as this text-to-speech voice is last minute. Hello, my name is ProVoiceActor1 Dubs, or the voice of the Raider from Too Much Water. Philip asked me to send this vid in to show what I have been up to. Thanks, Philip, and I will see you next year.
I just knocked him out with a bag, and you think he's going to talk?
It's that, or torture. I suggest ripping off his nails as a starting method.
Are you insane? There is no way in hell I'm doing that!
Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! Yes! 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 Finally! Finally!
Finally. Vengeance is mine!
My queen, pardon the interruption. I believe you promised a reward for his capture?
Ah, yes. Your reward.
Damn it. I tried to warn you.
Now then, it's time for you starlights to follow Mr. Sun's lead. I'm seeing a few sleepy faces already.
Mooney! Uppies!
Hello, Caleb. I believe it's your turn to pick today's story for nap time. Yes?
Yeah!
Then let's go.
All right. Now time to lock...
And I guess I don't really have anything of my own to show. Well, one thing. Just one little sneak preview of something that might be coming to RKR.
Are you sick of hearing the same da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da music? Are your eyes going cross looking at the same level round after round after round? Look no further than RKR version 2. This new, currently unreleased update for RKR is the same game you've come to love, but adds new levels, guns, and a leaderboard. Levels such as the backrooms, the library, the Neon City, and many more. This free update has no release date quite yet, but more information will be revealed in the Discord server at a later date.
One last thing. I feel obligated to show you how the game has changed since last year's update as compared to this year's. Though there wasn't one in December, there was still the pretty big update in June, and I'd like to showcase that here.
This year, I focused on increasing the game's visual polish. I knew I'd be taking a break from production later in the year, so I wanted to have Too Much Water look as good as it possibly could before I did. Things like the title screen, sprites, and many cutscenes were updated to make the game feel more immersive and visually appealing. On the bottom right, you can see the latest version of the intro cutscene and compare it to the previous builds in the top left. Originally, the tutorial would only show up after the player died 5 times, only to turn around and mock the player for being bad. I wanted to make the tutorial a little bit more helpful, so I completely remade it with new voice lines, covering more topics, and welcoming the player to the world of Too Much Water. When on your raft, you may notice a cyborg-like face staring you down. This takes you to an optional quick mission screen where you can gain XP for completing timed missions. This is a competitive way to play Too Much Water, and I like playing it myself. You think you can beat my high score? Something that always bugged me about this cutscene was that Evan should not have a gun at this point. Still, he pulls one out and shoots. So, in the latest version, I fixed this, and now Evan throws the spear right back at the primitive. Banana tree sprites were remade to help distinguish them from palm trees. Additionally, banana trees will now always drop bananas, and eating them will replenish hunger and restore some health. That's a new addition if you couldn't tell.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this is a little bit different from the format you're used to, but I still hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, you guys all take care, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Bye-bye.